Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. Have you seen the new Summer Shadows dies? These are a free item during celebration the rest of August and September, and these are free with a $100 purchase. They coordinate with the shaded summer stamp set. It's a stamp set I had my eye on. I like the solid dark shadows and the solid white highlights. The art in this floral set is unlike any that I currently own. And then I love the classic fonts, the script and the print that are mixed together. But I have to say, it was the free die set that made me pull the trigger on and purchase the shaded summer. So Stampin' Up totally got me. They bundled me. And sometimes it happens. I'm happily bundled. This is the card that we're going to make with these products. Features the Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper combined with this shaded summer and the Summer Shadows dies. All right, so let's get started here. I'm going to start with the die cutting that I did ahead. All right, so I didn't want to do all of it on video. I'm going to show you all the critical pieces, but I've got this beautiful Flirty Flamingo and Blushing Bride flower, and there's another one of those inside, so we'll cut one. I've got the leaves. These are just jade and mint macaron. I did 2 ahead of time. We're going to need 3. And then I cut my bumblebee flowers. We're going to need 4 of these, so I cut 3 ahead of time. And then these little leaves for the inside, I cut those ahead of time. All right, so let's take a look at what we're going to cut now on video. I'm going to get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and some scraps of these great colors, and we're going to make some more flowers. I've got scraps of just jade and mint macaron. I put some adhesive on the back of my just jade so that that detail will be peel and stick. I've got some Misty Moonlight for my large flower, the background. We're gonna put that on with a dimensional, so no adhesive. I've got my Flirty Flamingo and Blushing Bride. Now the Blushing Bride is gonna go on with dimensionals, but the Flirty Flamingo is gonna be adhered to the top in a detail cut, so we put some adhesive on the back. And then here I've got some Night of Navy, and I want to show you this. This is the Stampin' Up adhesive sheets, and I'm just going to peel the 2 layers here. I'm going to put my scrap of Night of Navy cardstock right on that adhesive, burnish it down, and then cut it off. Now, all of this is perfectly good for another project, so I'm going to trim that and put it aside. And then the release paper is gone, but we're left with a cardstock that will now be die cut, and it'll be peel and stick, which is just a fantastic feature of that product and works so well with these summer shadow dies. All right, so there's our Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy combination. Got for mint macaron, the solid leaf, and then just jade, we'll do the details. Got my little flowers here. This is my details for the Flirty Flamingo on the adhesive sheet, and then a solid one, Blushing Bride. Let's see how much of this I can get on the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in one pass. You know I love to get all my die cutting done in one pass. Granted, I did a couple of passes ahead of time, so this card will take more than one pass. Let's see if we can get them all on this machine in one time. All right, I get some little bumblebee scrap here for my little flower. This guy could go right up against there. Our Night of Navy. I think we're gonna get them all on there. That delights me. Haha, look at that. That is winning. All right, let's give this a crank and get all these pieces die cut. Okay, I'm gonna get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine out of here. And let's gather our pieces. Okay, I've got my pieces here and my take your pick tool. I'm gonna go ahead and just give this a little push, take it out, and anything out of the dies. This little guy, there's little release holes there that just push the cardstock right out. All right, put the dies aside. Now, here's our bumblebee flower, and we're going to take our Flirty Flamingo that's now peel and stick, We're going to lift the release paper and just adhere that right to the Blushing Bride flower. And now we've got this gorgeous two-tone shadow, such dimension. It's so easy. I love it. The adhesive sheets make it so easy to do this. Now look at this one. So the leaf has all the little pieces kind of still in it. And if you just roll the adhesive away from the leaf, the adhesive sheet will do most of the weeding for you. See, those little pieces in the negative space just all kind of fall out with the adhesive liner. Now we'll line up the just jade details on top of the mint macaron solid. Give that a little, just line it up and give it a squeeze. And then our last one here to peel and stick, Night of Navy one. You'll see most of the weeding done just by taking off that adhesive liner. Makes this detail work really easy. I do have two little bits that I have to give a push there. I'm gonna line this guy up. I think I got it. There it is, so easy, so pretty. All right, let's get our card base in here. We're gonna slide all of our pieces aside. I've got a Misty Moonlight card base here. This is 8.5 by 5.5. It's already scored at 4 1/4. We're just gonna work that score with a bone folder. Give it a nice crisp fold. Now my ink pad for this project is Night of Navy. And here's my gorgeous floral sprig from the Shaded Summer stamp set. We're going to ink that guy up. So I'm currently offering a little special offer. If you place a $100 order from me during celebration using the host code below in the description or below this video on the blog, I will send you a kit to make this card, another Fun Folds card, and a sweet little candy box. So it'd be my little thank you gift for your $100 order during celebration. You can get these beautiful summer shadow dies as your free gift from Stampin' Up. And as my token of appreciation for that $100 order, I'll send you a kit for this card. Hang on till the end of the video and I'll show you the other two projects that'll be included in that offer. All right, so we've stamped our little sprig. Now I've got a tag here. We made this one using the tailored made tags dies. This is the smallest clip corner. And we also cut a little D enforcer for our tag using Misty Moonlight. I'm gonna stamp happy birthday on the tag. It's kind of a close fit. Let's see what I can do here. On video, it's always a little harder to line these up. Let's hope for the best. Not bad. All right. And then for inside, I have a piece here that's 4 by 5 1/4 this is basic white. And we're going to just stamp Love You Friend a little bit low of center on this layer. And these greetings are both from the Shaded Summer stamp set. All right, there's our greeting. All right, that's our stamping. Let's clear away this ink pad before I put my fingers in it or something. Need some multi-purpose liquid glue. We'll glue on that reinforcer. Of course, you can make this peel and stick, but the secret here is that I had some leftover from cutting for another project. And so I'm just using my leftover ones. If I was doing it fresh just for this project, you bet it would be peel and stick. All right. Now I got another white panel here. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. A piece of Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. This is 3 by 4. Let's adhere these together and then to the card front. I'm going to use multi-purpose liquid glue. This is giving our greeting a chance to dry because we're going to run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and stitch all the way around it. All right, so there's our Designer Series paper. Let's set this aside for just a second. We're going to do this Love You Friend for the inside of our card. I have the Stitch with Whimsy dies. These are new to me. They came out in last year's holiday catalog and I never picked them up, but they do a kind of a double stitch of whimsy borders all around any piece. So you cut the piece with your paper trimmer. We did 4 by 5 1/4 here, and we're going to just lay this border on, and then we're going to pass it through our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and it's going to do the beautiful stitching that we see on the inside of this card. Do you see that gorgeous little quilting? So cute, isn't it? All right, let's get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and give that a crank. It doesn't cut anything out. It just produces that gorgeous frame of whimsy stitching. Isn't that cool? Let's glue it to the inside of our card. It's really a nice little detail for inside the cards. I mean, you could stop right there if you wanted to. We're not going to because we've got these amazing summer shadow dies and we are going to really show them off. All right. And then while we're inside, let's go ahead and decorate. I've got the one that I prepared ahead of time, this flower I had with the adhesive, so it's just peel and stick. And we're not going to burnish it down quite yet because we want to add our little leaves underneath there. These are peel and stick too. I did them ahead of time. They're just jade. This die comes with the summer shadows set. We're going to add a little flower and leaf. Maybe about like that. And then we need one more leaf and a bumblebee flower. If I was really on top of it, I would have made this one peel and stick too, but it's not. So a little multi-purpose liquid glue. I'm going to add that guy where we want it. And then a little leaf. And I'm not burnishing it down until I get the leaf in place. I think that looks pretty good. Let's burnish it all down. And there's the inside of our card. Just as pretty as the outside, don't you think? And to the outside of the card, I've got a 2 3/8 inch basic white circle. That gave me kind of a place to put my floral arrangement on. I cut it ahead of time with the Layering Circles dies. And I'm going to be really honest with you about this card. So this card, I started out with the Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper, and I had a long strip of this pattern. So what I did was I cut 2 chunks that were about 3 inches by 2 1/8. And there's actually a seam underneath here where I used the scraps up. Thank you, Penny. Penny from the Craft Social gave me that idea, and I'm totally casing her card. It was the inspiration for this card. All right, now everything here, pretty much everything is going on with dimensionals. So let's go ahead and grab some mini Stampin' dimensionals, and let's get these guys going. I like to start with kind of the biggest flower and some of the leaves, and that gives me a place then to tuck everything else. I love this leaf. This was the one that sold me on the die set. I love the shadows and highlights, the two-tone look that you get with this die, well, with this combination of dies. And so I used a lot of them. And then I want a little bit of dimensional on my tag. Let's tie some crumb cake baker's twine. Now, for my special offer, you're going to get linen thread in your kit, just because I can't do enough kits out of the essentials pack. The essentials pack is great for a crafter, but it's hard for preparing class kits. So just know the linen thread would look great with this too, and you can definitely do that. All right, so I'm just gonna loop my twine through and set that aside for a second. Kind of building block, like foundational images are ready here. So we're going to add our flower, and then we're going to tuck in a first set of leaves, and then we're going to tuck in like the corresponding balancing leaves over here. We're not burnishing anything down really hard yet, because we want that flexibility to rearrange a bit if we want to. All right, then the tag, then our last little bunch of leaves. I think we're looking pretty good there. Now, going to grab my pink flower. This one isn't sticky because we knew we were going to use dimensionals. I'll just pop that guy up. And now the bumblebee flowers. Let's get some dimensionals on those. And I'm just putting them on to avoid the little holes in the centers. So on one of the petals, tuck one here, and then making a triangle shape. The eye loves triangles, so we're going to have a triangle of the bumblebee elements. All right, this guy's going to tuck underneath our tag. Looking good. Now, the tag. This is all kind of up on dimensionals underneath. So what I'm going to do here is just, you can do a couple of glue dots if you want to, or just add some strategic points of multi-purpose liquid glue. Maybe a dimensional on the back corner here where it goes off of the flowers. Get it level and burnish it down. Ooh, we're almost done. Now, the reason why I held off on the tag until now is because if you've got any dexterity issues, you don't want that tag just flopping around while you're trying to tie a bow. If you glue it to the card, and then once it's secure to the card, then you tie your bow, you've got some resistance. Your hands hold down the card and you get that resistance that you need to get a good bow. All right, so there's our little crumb cake bow. Let's give it a little finesse and trim the tails. Oh, I'm so excited. This is such a pretty card. The colors are wonderful. I love the Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. I think it's a really fun pair with the Shaded Summer and the Summer Shadows dies. What do you think? It's a little bit geometric and whimsical, but I think it makes a nice, I don't know, not really contrast, but complement to each other. All right, we're almost done. Let me grab some champagne rhinestones here. We're gonna give a little bling. Got my take your pick tool, and I'm gonna take the largest one and tuck it up underneath my tag a little bit, and then a little one, kind of trailing, and then a little one, and a medium one, and another little one. So 5 of them kind of trailing up across the tag. That's it. That's our card. This is the second card in this series, in the Summer Shadows series. Let me show you the other 2 projects and the projects that will be included with your free gift. If you order that $100 during celebration, I will send you a kit for this happy birthday card, for this thank you fun fold card, and for this beautiful coordinating treat box. Some friendships are just meant to be. So 3 project kits. Just use the host code on your $100 order. If your order is over $150, please don't use the host code. Just email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. Let me know that you placed your order of $150. You enjoy the host rewards, and then I will send you the kit. If your order is $100 or less than 150, then use the host code and that'll qualify you automatically for the kits, for the project kits. I'll send them to you based on the information from Stampin' Up for your shipping address, and it'll be done automatically. All right, you guys, if you have any questions about the offer or the project, if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop Stampin' Up 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.